Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, I was on my way to meet with the mouse chef to ask her about her visit with the frog pirate. But, while I am still going to do that, something has just occurred to me, like literally within the past 30 minutes. I suddenly connected some very significant dots. And while this is all speculation on my part, I am certain enough that I am right that I am going to put a bit of a spoiler warning on this speculation, ending as soon as I talk with the mouse chef. So, within the kitchen, I found a key to the well. And down in the well, I found the body of the jailer who was murdered. Now, I'm not sure that the mouse chef is actually capable of murdering one of these rat guards, but at the start of this game, I found a key out of my cell under a loaf of bread, along with a message written by Silas. Are Silas and the mouse chef in cahoots with each other? We do know that Silas has one of those mouse Lutkas. Maybe that Lutka represents the mouse chef. Well, don't just stand there, my love. Come in. I guess I'm not going to be asking about any of my speculation just yet. Curiously, the frog called her Auma Rezia. I guess Rezia is her last name. We'll go ahead and assume that. What are you cooking, Auma? Bone broth. Suspicious. Will you try some? Sure. Why not? It's cooling right now, but remind me to give you a taste before you go. Please, can you spare any food? There's something you could do for me if you're looking for food, my love. You must have seen our apiary down in the garden by now. Well, that depends. Google, what is an apiary? A place where bees are kept. Oh, the beehives down there. Then, yes. Yes, I have. You know, there's been a lot of options that I wound up skipping over because I didn't think they were necessarily important. I should consider clicking more options, because I feel like this one was actually important. We had a mite infestation last summer. The bees abandoned their hives and settled out in the forest. There's been no honey since. If you can find the 3 queens and bring them back, the rest should follow. You do that, and you can have all the honey you like. Otherwise, let's see. I might have a few bits and pieces lying around, but you'll need to give me something for them. I could do with a few mushrooms. I can let you have 2 sprouts of mushrooms for 3 florins. Here you go, 3 florins. 2 sprouts of dried mushrooms. I always think they're better dried. Alright. Is there anything else you might want, love? Not right now. Thank you, but I'll manage. Make sure you do, love. You're wasting away. I haven't forgotten about the bees, Uma. They'll be out in the forest, love. Either there or somewhere on the northern slopes. Oh, I think it's probably best I think it's probably best if I go. Wait, Mouse, here. You haven't had your broth. You have a small taste of Rezia's food and feel reinvigorated. Nice to have another place I can heal. Mind, let me ask the six. I wouldn't mind if I had a way through that door eventually. Why is it so hard to grab the sticks from this? Fine, let's walk away. Now come up to it. Give me the sticks. Oh my goodness. Some objects are just so difficult to interact with, and I'm not sure why. Makes me wonder if some objects that seemed like they were false interactive actually are interactive. Like the book by Duinlan's Grave. Oh yeah, and Kiba points out that one card I had trouble grabbing that one time. Okay, quest. Just got that quest. Gotcha. Alright. So, throughout the adventure, I've already found a couple of queens lying around. I haven't found a larval queen. Not sure where I need to go in order to find one of those. Well, I'll bring them down to the hive as soon as I am able to find the larval queen. Quest can't progress until then anyway. Now, the next thing on my to-do list. I did some looking around for things I might have missed in between streams, and oh boy, I definitely found a thing. There is a secret door right out here. Who'd have thunk that all I would have to do is hop over the ledge and here's a place. Including a flower. Been a while since we found one of these roses. Okay. Yeah, okay. Page 11. News reached the village that the Red Guard had seized the mine, demanding longer shifts, sinking new shafts, and digging deep, too deep, into the caverns light was never meant to reach. The wind changed, blowing from the west through the mine, and with it carried on gossamer sails near invisible to the eye, came the spiders, hatchlings, drifting down into Hamel's fields, burrowing unseen into the earth. That sounds like the beginning of badness. Wait. Ah, I thought I found a cool secret. There's just another way onto the rafters. Maybe I wasn't supposed to smack the ladder down with that bottle. Maybe instead, this was the way I was supposed to go, and then I could have just unlatched it from the top. Wouldn't that figure? there's a ladder right there. Well, huh. Okay. What is something else I could do? Well, I took some screenshots of noteworthy spots. Let's see here. Oh! Let's go to the apothecist. Of course, I don't have all the mushrooms yet, but... Speaking of options, let's make sure that's on. There's a lot of random things that I just wind up overlooking in this game. In fact, I'm thinking of something else I overlooked that we need to go back into the catacombs for. Speaking of the catacombs, I was not able to figure out where the last of the missing guards is, but I do have some good news at least. The guard is not missing from the game itself. I'm just missing a path that I'm not yet able to access. Yeah, I looked it up because I was concerned I was missing something obvious. No, I just can't yet. Alright, Faust, I need your stool. Where is your stool? Oh, right. It's up here. Kind of like if I came down here dressed as a guard. Does Faust care whether I am a guard or not? Need to find out. Ah, there it is. Kind of blends in with the wall. And in the cupboard, we find a bottle and a plague doctor's hat. It's not part of an overall costume, but it is a thing. The headwear of a plague doctor. Let's wear it. Fine, let's... Well, I do need to come down here anyway. Oh, is this a thing? No. There you go. Plague doctor's hat. In fact, we need to complete the look. Well, as long as I'm coming down here anyway. So... Oh, I'm going a little out of order here with discoveries. But we have these two rings that I turned in order to open a secret door to the apothecist's room. And, that was kind of dumb luck on my part, but there actually is a way to figure out how I'm supposed to turn those. It's this clue here. The frog has the key, which we did get the key, but the two symbols on here are the rings that I turned. That one was straight up, and that one, where's the other one? Up and slightly to the right. Now, there's something else on here of interest, F23. So, I talked to the blacksmith in between streams to ask a question, and in the process I found out that if you have a candle out and look at the maps have a grid, and we are standing at F23. I don't know if any other instances are going to come into play where we need to look at the grid on the map, but for future reference... So, yeah, this definitely completes the look. Although if we had a cape... Oh, it's you, Mouse. Are you alright, sir? Yes, Sigh. Do you know, Mouse, why I'm here? Please, would you care to tell me? I was for many years the Baron's personal physician, the finest apothecarist in all of Meridia. Is that something we've read about? I can't remember. I can't remember, so let's read it real quick. Because there's 5 barons, so maybe we haven't read about this one yet. Baron Osric is regional administrator of the former Mouselands of Meridia, and one of the 5 members of the Council of the Red Paw. Former Mouselands, I don't like how that sounds. I guess these rats really have taken over the world. Or at least the parts that they are stronger. Don't know if they've never necessarily taken over the areas that the badgers and the ferrets live. Osric rose to prominence some 40 years ago during the Field-Soltarian invasion, where he successfully rallied the Rat Guard following the disappearance of Roderick, the last Rat King, and led them to victory. This does sound a little familiar. Songs of his exploits during the invasion have done much to bolster his renown. Born in Meridia, the Baron has historically been broadly sympathetic to the plight of the mouse population, and an advocate of increased autonomy for the region. Okay, no, this is definitely new. I didn't know that we had a Baron on our side. However, following recent unrest in northern Meridia, Osric was summoned to the capital for an emergency meeting of the 5 barons of the Red Paw. Under pressure to suppress dissent and restore order, Osric's guards began efforts to identify and arrest prominent figures in the emerging Meridian separatist movement, known as the Sons of Asper. I wonder if Tilo is part of this movement. Probably not. As far as I can tell, he was only arrested because one of the barons fancied Tilo's wife. Anyway, I sat in his court, and the noble rats of Pesa saw me as their equal, until one evening I was called to the Baron's chambers. It was a case of ringtail, nothing more serious than that. The ointment I applied was my own concoction. It had proven most effective in other cases, but alas... I think we've read about ringtail before, but it's a short one. A disease that causes a series of painful constrictions along the length of a rodent's tail. If left untreated, the appendage can turn gangrenous and drop off. The Baron lost his tail? I had no idea. Indeed. I imagine he wears a false tail now. Prosthetic tails. In a world where everybody already has a tail, that is, quite a different purpose than the furry fandom in the real world. The Baron was always rather vain. To be fair, furries. And so I was sent here to Duinlan Heights, an opportunity to reflect upon my carelessness, the Baron called it. It wasn't long before the jailer brought me to this chamber and put me to work. I've served my sentence a dozen times over, but while there is another batch of rotgut brewing, the jailer and his master will never let me leave this place. Wait. His master? Oh, you mean the commander? For a moment there, I thought you meant the master of the... smugglers. In fact, there's the first option. The jailer is a member of the band of smugglers? Of course! But I would have thought you'd know that. Sir, the jailer is dead. Murdered and tossed into the well. Murdered? No more than he deserved. I'm still searching for your fungus samples, sir. Have you searched the pathway that leads down to the lakeshore? I kinda figured that there'd be mushrooms in a location I have not yet been able to access. which is why I haven't really been trying that hard to look for them yet. You're sure to find a number of specimens there. Speaking of options that I skip over, I'm going to skip over this one because I don't want to be rude. I don't think this will unlock anything. Forgive me, but I should go. Kiba says, if you like this game, you would love Skyrim. Just saying. Except this game has the direction of a Souls game, not guiding you exactly where to go. I feel like Skyrim would also have a lot of aimlessness. Maybe the main story would guide me, but I'd still aimlessly wander trying to look for optional stuff. And yeah, I suppose that my tastes have changed enough that I would probably enjoy Skyrim now a lot more than I enjoyed Morrowind years ago. Hold on a sec, I gotta try something. Allow me to go back and save. Because I like exploration games a lot more now. In fact, as an example, I like Wind Waker on Wii U a lot better than I did on GameCube. Granted, the fact that they kind of fixed the Triforce quest helped a bit, but I loved exploring on the Wii U. Didn't care so much on on GameCube. All right, so can this thing actually kill me? Yep. Only in a video game. I wonder if this will kill me if I stand here. Speaking of glitches, can I please keep my hats? You know, while I'm thinking about it, statistics. Total playtime, times detected by guards, NPCs discovered 18. Quest completed 23. Customs completed 2. Wow. Okay, so best case scenario, we are only halfway through the game. Those $70 extra that I spent on a physical copy are definitely going to pay for itself. I feel like I'm also playing slower than most people. I looked up some playthroughs of this game, didn't actually watch them, but I wanted to look at lengths, and like, one playthrough beat this game in 7 hours, and here I am already 9 hours in. Again, I didn't actually look at the playthrough, so I don't know how much lore was read or how much optional content was done. Maybe it's 7 hours if you, like, go straight for the end of the game or something. Hold on a sec. Okay, your goggles hides the meter that shows when you are being detected. Makes sense, your visibility is reduced, but I wonder if that was actually intentional. Kiba says, you look like you are going through at a decent pace. I think I would have been lost for at least the first hours. Let's see here. Other discoveries. There's that one I was just talking about. Oh! I figured out how to deal with that. Let's put on my disguise so I don't have to deal with the rat guard. Alright, you Banner, you have been... Oh, what's the word? Teasing. You have been teasing me for most of this adventure, hanging up there, unreachable by a candle. Well, you know what? Screw you. That feeling when you use a grenade on a tapestry. It feels like overkill, but it's satisfying. Did that one. Okay. Good thing I'm in disguise because we're heading back into the catacombs next. I don't think I can actually accomplish much down there right now, but... Well, there's another thing that I overlooked. I don't know how I overlooked it, aside from it being up on a ledge. Maybe I was distracted by the nearby worm pit. Sure, we'll go with that. So Kiba says, I assume you're talking about a website. How Long to Beat says 15 hours for main story and extras on average. Well, then I have no idea why that one playthrough was 7 hours. Ah. Let's use another grenade, because what I missed is right behind that. Okay, let me get out of this so I can hop up. King's Stockings. That's another part of this outfit. Strange. The stockings have remained perfectly preserved in the catacombs. Oh, something had to. I don't know what purpose some of the other costumes have when completed, but it's going to be interesting to wear the king one in particular. Okay, quests. Ring and Remembrance. So there was no ring amongst the tomb's treasures, so this would have you find it. Duinlan knows more. Search the forest for the grave of Duinlan's love. His name might spark her memory. Already did that. Her love's name sparked Duinlan's memory. The ring was taken by a thief. He did not get far. Okay, tasks. Meet Duinlan at the armory stairwell. That is the bridge that was being spoken of. And the other bridge that happened to be near that tower. That said, I don't need to go across that bridge. I know another path. Walking in the dark. My screen is bright enough that I can just see where I'm going. But I know that some screens are darker. You'll have to trust me. I got decent eyesight. I am a mouse. As long as I'm here. Oh, earlier... Kiba was asking if a lantern could also light up the lines on the map. The answer? Yes. Alright, let's go ahead and put a couple of these in. Now, where the larval queen is, no idea. Let's just go ahead and keep this. Oh! Right up here, then. So, Duinlan mentioned that the thief fell to his death. I'm guessing from right here. Keepa says the nose-pinching outfit and the rat armor are the only ones you use for utility. The rest you do for funsies. Well, that's not quite true. I know as soon as I acquire the, complete the thief outfit, I'll be able to complete a quest with Gusto and Fatali, steal back the telescope. The telescope that they plan on using in order to ensure their successful escape from prison. I'm not sure if stealing the telescope will actually affect that still. Who goes there? Jarlan? A true hero of rat folklore, Jarlan was general to Rodgar, the first Rat King, during the final battle of the War of the Green Flame. There were two hero names that we saw mentioned last time. I was only able to read one of them, and I can't remember which one. The general did not survive the war. Contemporary accounts of the battle apparently describe Jarlan sacrificing his own life in order that the Green Flame be defeated. There are some who believe that had Jarlan lived, he may have stood a chance of challenging Rodgar from... Nope, this is the one that we read. And Kiba says it's actually pronounced Yarlin. I'll take your word for it. I'll also go ahead and write the name down for future reference. Kiba says, Skyrim taught me. Gotcha. So because I am in disguise, Duinlan got confused again. It's Tielu. Tielu the Mistral. Welcome, good mouse. If you have a question, pray ask it. Where's the thief? I don't see him. The thief? The mouse is here, beneath these rocks. How did this happen? Misfortune? And gravity. Yeah, that would do it. Did he suffer? Well, he is squashed, good mouse. Under a pile of rocks. I would think no. Gotta love some of the humor in this game. Can you not speak with him? Ask him if he has the chest? Speak with him? The mouse is dead. Okay, sure. Whatever you're saying, Miss Ghost. It will take a small army to move this rubble. Or a cask of presents. Presents? Oh gosh, I got two quests at the same time. Hold on a sec. I'm so glad I'm playing this on Switch and not Steam. Okay, clear rubble. And of course, I need to get to the presents in the first place. Kiba says Steam has the same function. Oh. How am I going to get my paws on presents? This is a minor thing, but I love how we are referring our hands as paws. It just really sells the fact that we are mice. And or rats. At the foot of the stairwell is the old armory. You may find what you seek there. Well, yeah, that's not really what I was asking about, but... Alright, well, somewhere I need to find the key for that place, and I'm not sure where. I'm grateful for your help, my lady. Is there anything I can do for you in return? I have no right to ask this of you, good mouse. But will you attend the graves of my comrades? So many of them lie buried in these woods. Please, light a candle in their name so they are remembered. Pray, take this. You feel the cold weight of an iron key in your paw. Okay, number 1. Where did you get this key? And number 2, what does it go to? Okay, there's one other question asked. At the foot of Joth's obelisk sits a chest. Inside are instructions that will guide you in this task. It would be an honor, my lady. So this right here is the bridge that was spoken of earlier. Before moving on, though, knowing that there's suddenly some mushroom sprouting, I'm going to go ahead and collect as many of these while I have the opportunity. Eventually, I'll wrap around to where I actually need to go. I was just checking the time. Because thinking on it, it did sound like certain mushrooms were only available in between specific times. I'm not 100% certain. I'd have to look at the notebook on mushrooms in order to be certain. But now that I know that some have sprouted up, best to look around while I have the opportunity. So the remiss at the bottom of these. Maybe that's why I couldn't interact with them. Because they're part of a quest. Well, that reminds me, there was one other interactive that I located in between streams. But was not able to actually interact with it. Basically, there is a shield hole hanging above a fireplace on the way to Silas. I'm able to reach it, but I'm not able to do anything with it. I can't throw a stick at it either. Alright, making progress, finding plenty of these. Oh, it's especially dark on here. I would be able to see the red mist at least. But there's none in here. Oh, that's just another obelisk. Looked like something fell beside me, but I think it was just a leaf. Too bad we're playing as a mouse and not a pig. Would have an easier time sniffing out these mushrooms. Although that might be an ability unique to specific species of pigs. Kinda like how some breeds of dogs are better at sniffing things out. Like bloodhounds. Alright, well, found as many mushrooms as I could for the moment. Honor the Dead. Thar Tower map. Finally got the map of this area. And that includes the armory, it looks like. So, more to explore there. Don't mind me. Too many fell here in the Clarion's defense. The names of all but 9 forever lost to memory, death, and time. By those 9 names may the sacrifices of all be known, and let these candles burn eternal in their stead. And should some ill wind snuff them out, may it be upon the conscience of all good creatures to see these candles lit once more in the solemn order that our 9 heroes fell. Is that a T or a J? Probably J. Joff fell first here at the forest's gate. Then did Ol, the archer, looking north towards his home. Hythe was taken next before Canlan, southwest of the Clarion, fell. Someone was lost on the northern slopes, beneath the bridge, in the shade of her beloved oak tree. Someone fell in sight of Valia's plain and the light of the setting sun. The 2 sisters fought and died together. When they first, beneath the arches, and just below her. And Bleu went alone, the last before the Clarion's call. It would have been kind of a nice touch if the names were blotted out or something. Instead of, whoever wrote this deciding for some reason to omit their names by placing a bunch of ellipses. So there's 9 of these? Oh, this quest will take a bit. I'm glad that it mentions where all these are. Oh. You need the candlestick for that. So that's why those are indicative of something. I can burn them. Well, next time I'm down in the catacombs, I'm gonna see if I can burn or blow up that one book. Seriously, I love the lighting of this game in most places. Some areas are definitely a little on the dark side, but overall, I'm a sucker for this sort of thing. Oh, just occurred to me. The map shows the inside of the tower. I wonder how I actually get in the tower. Keep us pointing out there's an opening. You're right. Let's see if we can find our way to that. A little further this way. It would definitely be behind this rock. Or would it? It doesn't seem to be an opening that is obvious from the other side, although there is kind of a ramp leading up on the other side. Kiba is suggesting a grenade. You might be right, but I don't know any place to get an unlimited supply of grenades, so I don't want to wind up wasting one. Okay, I know there was another obelisk around here somewhere, right? Oh, there was absolutely another one somewhere. Let me look at the map. This way. Here it is. Duinlan. Out of curiosity, was his name mentioned? Yeah. An ill wind blows, snuffing out the obelisk candles. Wait. All of them? Kiva says there must be an order to light them. You're right. Because it is mentioned that they're in an order. See, moments like this, I am glad that I am streaming. Joth. Joth was first. Then did Oel, the archer. You were not Oel, were you? No, you were Canlan. As the less of that, let me double check real quick if there were any other mushrooms hidden around here. Because if I found most of the mushrooms out here, that might mean that they're all out here. Considering all the foliage, though, pretty easy stuff to miss. Anyway. Hythe is not next, so it would be Oel. Yep. Oel, however you want to pronounce it. Then was Hythe, and then Canlan. So these first four have to be done in a specific order, but you don't know you failed until you light the last one. In fact, I completely missed this one somehow. The ambience out here is kind of nice with the crickets chirping. Honestly, I'm the sort of person who would probably enjoy sitting out on my steps at night listening to the crickets and stuff. However, I am not so fond of mosquitoes, so I don't. Kiva says, seeing as there's only one ghost in here so far, she blew out the candles. Possibly. Alright. Quests. Clear rubble from the armory stairwell. Yeah. The store is locked. A note tells you that the blacksmith has the key. Well, if it told me the blacksmith has the key, that is something I forgot a long time ago. But hey, we have a lead. The blacksmith will be in bed right now, but not a problem. Part of me wonders whether I could, leap down from the ledge here. I should be able to, but it's been a while since I saved, so... Let me save first, and then we'll try it out. So Skyrim was mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, and the way that music occasionally plays whenever you reach specific areas in this game kind of reminds me of Morrowind, because that game was like just random music at points. Music's nice. I mean, it's definitely a drop, but I can definitely drop there. I had a thought. And I'm going to indulge in this thought by reloading that save I just made as a shortcut. Sadly, that stops the music. Up there. That shield is supposedly interactive, but I can't, like, aim for it or anything. But now I'm wondering if I can just catch it on fire. Well, I'm gonna have to wait until this guard leaves. I thought I could throw a bottle at him. As long as I'm here. I know this is a stocking station for candles. Can I light this on fire? Nope, no such option was popping up. Ha, you're not following me. I love how there was actually a fog on the ground. Clearing up now that morning's arriving, but still. Alright, what time does the blacksmith appear? Right now. I know I don't need to change to talk to the blacksmith, but I want it anyway. Also curious if he would interact with me wearing the Plague Doctor stuff. Nope. need to find a few things. Can you help me? What is it you're looking for? I need a key for the present store. Well now, there's only one key, and I have it. What would you need with presents? I don't know, to blow things up. I trust this guy, so I'm going to be specific. Oh, I'm going to fight back against the Red Paw. No, that's not the reason. I needed to clear the rubble from the armory stairwell. Been meaning to get around to that. I suppose it wouldn't hurt for you to take a look at it. You've worked with Princess before, I suppose? Me? Some, but I'll take any advice you can give. Listen, resonance is volatile, but if you're careful, you can anticipate how it's going to behave. As a reminder, presence is basically gunpowder. Shake it or hit the cask hard enough and it will go up. I'm gonna want to make sure I save before I handle this stuff. The stuff we have stored here is old. I'd rather not use it if it was up to me. Somebody's helping you move it, I suppose? Help? No, it's just me. You're moving it by yourself? You'll not get more than 50 steps before it goes up. Here. The smithy takes the key from his apron pocket and passes it to you. For the present store. Leave it in the lock. I'll pick it up later. I'm trusting you, Mouse. Don't let me down. And don't blow up the keep! Rolo, I like you, but I promise I will not make you angry. Especially in this case. Alright then. Was there anything more you wanted? Let me see if I can find the option that, where he told me about using the candles. Can you help me solve a puzzle? Maybe I can. What is it? It was this option. Here, these strange ring symbols, what do they mean? 4 florins. Pay up and we'll talk. 4 florins it is. Can't say for sure what the symbols mean. Some kind of code? But the numbers look like coordinates on a map. Coordinates for what? That's for you to find out. You know, some of these maps have hidden reference grids. Try holding a candle when you inspect your maps, and maybe you'll see what I mean. Alright, was there something else? Thank you, no. I'm sure there's some other option that he has that will open up a quest or give me some information that I could really use right now. But, we'll hold off on that stuff for the time being. Gonna focus on this armory thing situation right now. And by right now, I mean after this break. Be right back.